Donald Trump gets those checks through SAG-AFTRA. Hello, everyone. I am Chris Jansing in for Stephanie Rule. It is Friday, February 5th. What a week it's been. Let's start with some breaking news. The first jobs report of the Biden administration is in. It shows modest job gains, 49,000, slightly fewer new jobs than expected. The unemployment rate came down to 6.3% from last month's 6.7%. But, and this is important, both November and December's jobs numbers were revised, painting a picture even worse than previously thought. Bottom line, the recovery may be stalling, and there's still a ton of economic pain that's devastating large parts of the country nearly a year after the pandemic began. But help may be on the way. After working through the night and into the early morning, the Senate just passed a budget resolution, a critical step in getting a new relief bill through. The vote was 51-50, all Democrats on one side, all Republicans on the other. Vice President Harris casting the tie-breaking vote for the very first time. We're going to hear more about that later this morning. President Biden is set to give a status update on the legislation following a meeting that's happening with Democrats during this hour. And if all that isn't enough, over at the House, we saw something we've never seen before. A sitting member of Congress, Marjorie Taylor Greene, stripped of her committee assignments by the other party, paying the price for embracing conspiracy theories and violent threats. Let me bring in Capitol Hill correspondent Garrett Haake and Eugene Scott, political reporter for the Washington Post and host of the podcast The Next 4 Years. So, Garrett, look, jobs report of the Biden administration. Essentially, this is the starting point for the new president. Joining me now, Jason Furman, well, if you can believe it, it was a year ago today that President Trump was acquitted in his first impeachment trial. Now, just 4 days away from his second impeachment trial, we are getting more details about what we might see on Tuesday. And one thing we won't, in an exclusive because of far-right conspiracy theories. Now, he's to wrap up this hour. I'm Chris Jansing. Hallie Jackson will pick up